Her shirt reminds me of a baby duck. Her shirt is like a chicken.
Oh my god.
Realmatic Podcast. You are now tuned in to the Realmatic Podcast, bitches.
What's up, everybody? It's the Realmatic Podcast.
We back.
Talk about music. We talk about
What's
the
up,
culture.
people?
And we talk about society as we know it. I'm Ben.
Yes.
I'm with my brothers, Rasan and Marlon.
Yup.
What's good? We back for another week.
Back, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sirski.
So we got some stuff to get into. We're going to talk about the Doja Cat situation. We're going to talk about Dr. Dre's take on artists today. And we're going to talk about should an artist drop every year or take time off. So let's get it started, man. Let's go ahead, get it started.
Oh, shoot. I got something for y'all. I got it for you. I got you right now.
All right, put us on. Let's see it.
Here we go. I got y'all.
I'm scared.
Oh, wait. Wait, I got something for y'all. Wait.
This man tweaking.
Technical difficulties.
For real.
Wait. I got you. Wait.
This is my tech guy.
Her shirt reminds me of a baby duck. Her shirt is like a chicken.
Oh my. What?
Wow.
Yo, wild, bro.
Oh my god.
Yo, beyond me, man. Doja out here wilding, man.
For real.
Doja out here
man,
wilding,
let me give
bro.
him some context, man. So
Please do.
according to
please.
Twitter, she was on these online group chats known as Only Clans. Only Clans, where her and her friends and some
Only
other
Clans?
guys would
Only
pop
clans?
in. Only Clans. And so these guys would pop in. They're called incels. And what an incel is, it's like a subculture on the internet of guys who cannot find like lovers, basically. You know what I mean? Lonely. Yeah. So they would just pop in and she would kind of like, that's what they are, bruh. That's what they are.
They're racist simps?
Basically.
Apparently.
Yeah. According to Twitter. So they would just
Like,
pop in or whatever, and she would just like do these weird things, and they would make like racist remarks. So that's why you had that video where she's talking about, you know what she said.
with the N-word.
And it was kind of wild because everybody be on. I'm a person who be on Twitter constantly, so I'm seeing it. I'm like, what? Like it's really like the most random news that you could ever hear during a week, and just like the chat room stuff. I mean, everybody do it. It's kind of weird, but it's like the fact that you're just like the only black person in the chat room for like, all whiteness and saying what you're saying. It's kind of disturbing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, like the hard thing about Twitter is like the fact that everyone has an opinion, and you get to see like 18 different versions of what happened. So like, there's like a whole bunch of videos. Some stuff is just completely out of context, except for the part with the video that was just shown. It's like, what was going on?
It's so much stuff. I get lost in Twitter sometimes. Like, I could just keep scrolling. So even this situation, I had to back away from Twitter because it got a little wild after a while. Just keep reading the information.
Yeah, because I think it really all started. I think because I saw the hashtag was Doja cancel party or some junk.
Yeah.
But that started because she didn't want to show her boobs real hard.
And even that's wild in itself. Like, you're just gonna show your boobs for number one.
For number one, and it was like, and then she like came on the live and was like, "Nah, I'm not going to do it." Everyone got mad.
Pissed off the white boys off.
All the little kids was mad, bro.
Y'all remember that tweet that she had though? It was like, it's easier to be white or something like that.
Yeah, that crazy jump, man. I was like, yo, when did she tweet that? How long ago was that? And
exactly.
How many made these weirdos famous?
She does. Yeah, that's for real. Like, they be allowing these people to like get famous, and then like random stuff will pop up later, and they'll be like,
and they get mad.
I was just joking.
It's like, wow, she's really racist. I mean, yeah, she's been racist. She just didn't tell y'all yet, but you know.
Doja Cat is like that fine ass girl in your classroom that's fine as hell. Weird. But when she open her mouth, you're like, oh fuck. You're like, damn, bro.
It hurts too. Because everybody loves Doja Cat. Like, it hurts a lot.
Yeah. For real. And I just started getting on like the real Doja Cat kind of wave and trying to understand who she is. And then like this started happening. I'm like, dang, man. I can't even bump some Doja and just be like, just say that. Like I'm not blasting Doja Cat like in my car, but like now I can't even be like, yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah. But shoot, let me see. So recently she just did like a whole response to the whole event on her live, and let me just pull that up for y'all. Let me see.
Here come the fake apologies.
Not fake, man. She was trying, man.
Nobody's trying for real.
I enjoyed a few videos by them, but there was a video about me that came out a few hours ago. I don't think it's been a day, but the video that came out was about me, and they misinterpreted what I said in a clip on Tiny Chat. So the clip that you see me where I was, and yes, this is me 100% fucking excusing my dumbass behavior. I'm dumb, but I'm also drunk. But on the other side of things, I can be concise, I can be clear, I can speak, I know how to speak. I am smart, but I'm also kind of a dumbass. In this video, I'm being completely fucking blackout drunk and completely fucking dumb. I have turned off the smart switch in my brain, and this is where I'm saying, shut the fuck up, you, and then I say hard R, the N-word. Now, they thought that I was saying, and maybe some of you thought that I was saying,
this is too much.
Call me the hard R N-word. I'm in no way into race play. It's not something that I don't know anybody who does it. These people who made this video about me are Abbott and Preach, who made this video. I think it was Preach that knows people.
But she has like a white boyfriend and all that. It's just like she just give you off like, I understand you can make a mistake, but it's like the vibes that you're giving off, it's really weird. It's like whether you didn't mean to do it or not, it's very sticky in that situation, especially when a lot of Black people in a way they kind of look up to you, which is weird to say. So it's like, even if it's not about race, it's like, bro, that's just not a good look as a public figure at the end of the day, regardless of if that's what you meant to do or not. It's just like you just killed your whole Black image essentially, and like you just don't win in that type of situation.
Yeah, that's true. There's like, and my thing is like, yo, if you're blackout drunk, in your blackout drunkenness, the thing that you go to is racial slurs.
It's like you're on a public chat doing racist.
My thing is like, if that's your thing, just keep that on the low. Keep that on the low. Don't put that on the internet.
But you a whole like celebrity out here just like on chat with like regular people.
For real, like
there's
you a celebrity now.
There's a certain point where you got to realize, hey, I am a celebrity, and I can't be doing the same stuff that I was doing when I was 15 and 16. And you got to grow up. Like, like saying that you're stupid doesn't help you in the situation. Yeah. You are stupid. You are stupid before even participating in that type of stuff. But like, yeah, man.
This is my thing, though, y'all. It's like this society is becoming very apologetic. It's like if you're a celebrity, all you have to do is you can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. You can hit anybody. It doesn't matter. As long as you come out with an apology, everybody's like, oh, okay. You know, he said sorry.
It'd be the fakest apology that you can hear.
Fakest shit, bro.
I don't know if you wrote that.
Every time.
But also, I feel like there's certain people that you just can't take seriously. Like I couldn't take Doja seriously all the time. Like how you couldn't take like a 17-year-old Tyler the Creator seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Like there's certain things. There's like certain people
you can't, but somebody else will though. That's the issue.
And then she in a way she had a little bit more of a cleaner public image than Tyler did though. Like Tyler, you kind of that's what you expected in a way. Like you can't hold him to the same type of standard at that. Then it's like, you know, you're a public. I don't know. It's
and the thing about Tyler is Tyler actually changed over time.
Yeah, so, but that's the crazy thing. People who hop on the Tyler wave now and they just see him now, they don't know that. Like I got a text the other day from a friend of mine, and he was just like getting into listening to like Yonkers and stuff, and like on like Goblin. And he was like, "Yo, Tyler's crazy. what did he say? What? Yeah, it said something about raping a pregnant woman and did it. I was like, yeah, that was Tyler.
Listen, some of y'all couldn't handle it, but listen, when I was like a kid in middle school, that was my shit. I was,
No, for
I was like, I
real.
was getting hyped.
For real.
Listen,
Oh, yeah. It sounds bad to say. It sounds
but it
bad
was
to
like,
say.
that's to give you energy. Like,
It was a
like,
different time back then. Like you could get away with that, but now, nah, man,
not at all.
Can't say none of that.
Kind of miss the old days just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody
You can
says
say whatever you wanted.
There's a lot of sensitivity, man. But
so,
like,
I have a real question. I don't mean to stop you, but so what's worse? Is slavery still a choice, or like? I just want to know, like, I'm just curious. But I just want to know, like, is this bad, or like, is slavery still a choice?
Like,
man,
I feel like
slavery is a
Kanye,
choice is another level, bruh.
Like when Kanye said it, I don't think that it was meant to be taken in the way that it was said. Like, I think that he was trying to word it, and he just like it came out in Kanye, not
Kanye
as
was
in.
high. Kanye was high.
You could have been high, but like
Kanye was high. Yeah, he was
when he said that,
high.
it came out wrong. Like I feel like he was trying to say something smart, and it just came out like, dang, that was not.
Oh,
what
you
I meant
really
to
do
say.
feel that way? You
Yeah,
really do feel that way?
Like slavery wasn't a choice. It was like something that was forced upon people, but also it was in a way. If you think about it, was a choice in a way. It was like,
Here you
hey,
go.
this is what I've
Oh
chosen.
God!
Here you go.
Like,
Oh
if you're
man!
manipulating,
Oh man!
Man, we gonna cancel Doja Cat and you too. Oh
no. Like if you think about it, like okay, it was if you're trained, that's the choice that you've made. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's not like saying slavery was a choice. Yes, it was a choice, but it was a choice that you kind of were like forced into like teaching other people to understand.
Yeah.
You get like if you understand what I'm saying.
I see what you
like,
mean,
but
no, bro.
Like
at the same time,
it wasn't a choice, and it was at the same like
no.
in a way.
It
just took other people to break out of that.
Listen, put that aside. You can't. We gotta start giving so many celebrities so much public opinion. Like what they're just normal people, just like everybody else. So we start giving their words power. Like, hey, bro, like we're so focused on what they say. We're so focused on what they're saying. Like, no, they're just a regular ass person, a little bit more money than we do. But like, so I'm saying all that little crazy shit. Just let them be.
Like that's my thing. Like you don't like take what is it called? You don't take everything Kanye says
seriously. You should
seriously, like right off it. Like you literally have to read extra stuff to understand what he's saying, or because if you just see it for the first time,
I'm not doing that, bro.
He's not a person that you.
He's not that thoughtful. He's not that thoughtful.
That's my thing. That's my thing. It's like if you want to understand it, you have to go out
you're
your
giving
way.
him more credit than he needs, bro. You're giving him way more credit. He's not that smart, bro. He's just not smart. He's not that smart. He said something because it was controversial. That's it.
Yeah.
So he could sell those albums, bro. That's it.
But the crazy thing is, I feel like he really believed that though. At the same time,
I don't think he really believed.
I think he believed in the moment. He believed that. Now I think he took a lot of heat. I think getting cussed out a couple times. I think he
just look at what Kanye does. Everything he's done up until this point will say, oh yeah, he's gonna say some crazy shit like that. Like the Taylor Swift thing, that was crazy. That was uncalled for. The George Bush thing, that was uncalled for. Like that's his thing.
See, but those things until like slavery was a choice, I kind of was cool with that. Like I was kind of cool you taking the Taylor Swift mic, calling, hey, George Bush doesn't like black people. I was cool with that. It was kind of funny though, but hey, today's culture is a little different. I was cool with it. As a young kid, I ain't understand it, but I was cool with it.
Like like I said, I don't know. You said who?
Kanye. That
can't give people power. Can't get words power. And in the case of Doja Cat, I mean, hey,
because he still apologized after he said that. He still apologized, so he didn't really know what he was saying. He just said it just to spark some attention. That's all that was.
Terrible.
Yeah. I don't know. Y'all just over here. Y'all just don't want me to say slavery was like kind of a choice.
It wasn't, bro. Do you want to have this conversation, bro? Do you want to have this conversation?
Really? I don't. Really,
No,
I
no,
don't.
Because you know they gonna eat you alive in them comments. You know they gonna eat you alive.
Go ahead. We can't defend you though.
No, bro, I'm good. I don't want to have this convo right now, man.
All right, now. All right.
Just know I know what you're trying to say, and I would agree, but I want to go down the road.
So
Yo, this
anybody
man
that's
Kanye
listening,
West could come out and say, "Yo, black people smell like shit," and y'all will find a way to defend him. Yes, y'all will.
No, that's not the real thing. Like I can't go with that.
I'm like,
because,
no.
it's like,
He didn't say we smell like shit. He said this is the kind of shit we smell like. I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that. No, bro.
I'm not in this. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
It's the kind of shit that we sound like.
I'm out.
What a damn fool.
For real, bro.
Nah, man.
Just need to start listening to celebrities. It ain't working.
Just stop listening to celebrities.
I'm saying because a certain celebrity can drop a tweet right now. It's fuck your whole day up.
The way these people moving, yeah. The way Rashawn moving, yeah.
Shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hey man, before we move into that Dr. Dre thing, let's talk about like women, bro. I had thought like women have this godlike memory, bro. They never forget anything.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like,
that's true.
You know, if you cheat one time, you know, they'll never let it go. They always bring back all the little messed up shit that you did in the past. Yeah. It's like, hey, think about this. I think we suck at remembering the important things, but they don't.
They remember everything.
And it always come back to harness it.
For real.
See, having this type of conversation right now without a girl here, like I already feel bad.
Why?
Why?
They're gonna be okay.
No, because like deep down they're gonna be like, how y'all gonna come up with this opinion without us there?
Because we can.
Oh man, fuck them.
I'm just saying. They talk shit about us on social media all day anyway. We ain't doing
For
nothing
real.
different.
They know what's up. They know it's the truth. They remember everything.
It is the truth. It is true.
Like every day,
everything. They always bringing up stuff. You be chilling. They bringing up stuff from 5 years ago.
It's like damn. It's like I know I cheated 5 years ago. I'm sorry. I said sorry like 100 times.
So, for the record, are you saying that you a cheater, Marlon?
Never. Never. I ain't going out there. Like, my girl killed me. Never.
For the record, everybody is listening. Black people do not cheat, all right? Black men do not cheat. We're just putting that out there. Hey, we just putting that out there.
Black men do not cheat. I support that.
All right, throw it at Dr. Dre, man. Let's see what Dr. Dre had to say.
All right, let's see what Dr. Dre talking about, man. Let's do this right quick. Let's see. Boom. Shit.
I probably would have hated social media when I was coming up, you know, because there's a certain mystique that gets destroyed, you know. I like the mystique. I like waiting. I don't need anybody to know where I am every minute or what I'm doing or what I'm about to do. There's a certain mystique that came along with music that was entertaining to wait to see what was about to happen, or you know what I mean? It's
What can I tell you, man? Old men, two things they shouldn't do. One of them is wear V-neck T-shirts, and the other one is go on Instagram. All right?
And it's good together.
All right, who start?
Me, man, shoot. I completely agree with that, man. Like, the best albums that come out and the best songs that come out are the ones that we don't know about. Or like that we have barely any information about. Like, as a Kendrick Lamar stan, like, it drives me crazy. It drives, shut up, man. It just keeps me, it keeps you wanting to follow this artist and just find anything that comes out. Like even when Eternal Take wasn't out, we were actually kind of looking for it.
Yes.
And we was like, yo, this is an album we want. And then now it's here and you're like, dang, wow, this is cool. Now you want Uzi to stop dropping because we're like, yo, chill. We don't need it anymore for right now. But when it's just certain people where you be like, yo, as long as you stay off social media and as long as you stay to yourself, we know that you creating some good music because as soon as it comes out, you gonna go platinum because we wanted this for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For real. Like, yeah.
There's like a certain air that comes with making music and when you're great at it, you know, And I feel like social media really just disturbs all of that because we can see what you're doing. We know where you live. We know who you hanging with, all that. Like, I don't want to know all that. Just drop the music.
I disagree. I feel like the mystique about the artists in the 90s and the 80s and things like that. Yeah, I feel like there was a time where it was so amazing to not know anything about this artist except for when they're going to drop. Mm-hmm. And I can feel like it pushed them into a higher like stratosphere in terms of just like who they are as an artist. But today it's kind of a little different because I feel like we can understand the artist a little better. And we feel like we can be a little bit more close together because it's like, oh, he drive that car just like I do. Oh, he smoked his drugs just like I do. It's like, oh, he likes to do this same thing that I do. I feel like it's more of a personal situation today with the artist, with social media. Because like I said, we all do it. We all on it. And then the feeling that your actual artist can actually reply to your message on social media and make you feel a different. It's more of a personal connection nowadays. Even though social media it messes up the creativity and messes up the originality, but I still agree with that. It gives things a more personal feel, so you can actually feel like your artist is real people instead of just like these massive figures that we hold so high today. So it's like
can you give me an example of that artist?
Okay, for example,
artist that's for the people and on social media is actually popping, or like an artist that's like in the
that
wind.
You can connect with, on social media that that he was explaining.
Okay, but you think about if you like comment on a Drake picture, depending on what you say, he might reply back. Like it don't.
I don't know about Drake.
I don't know about that. Yeah, you went left field right there.
Here we go. It's not. I don't feel like it's artist specific. I just feel like today there's the likelihood you talking to your favorite artist is more common than talking to like Michael Jackson or Prince back in like their prime years in the 90s and the 80s. Like I just feel like there's a realistic chance that I can have a conversation with somebody who's more like who's on Twitter, who's on Instagram, the same as me. I just feel like
I do feel like people like when Eternal Intake was about to come out, it was cool to see an artist use social media to engage his audience. Like when we had the ability to pick the actual album cover for Eternal Intake and having those votes and just doing stuff like that, it engages the people and allows for like this connection, especially since we're in like quarantine times and you ain't even gonna be able to have a concert. You allow the people to talk to you, and like it's always funny to see artists reply. Like I know Schoolboy Q replies to people randomly, like clowning them, whatever it is. Like it's cool, but it's certain artists that just can't go with a whole social media lane. So like Dre, of course, could not be one. Also, I feel like I could never have survived in a time without social media for like when music was coming out. Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine waiting on Illmatic? Could you imagine, like, not even knowing it was coming out? Like, we have access to it now.
That's kind of wild.
Just having those like types of things, like having to wait for a cassette tape, having to wait for a CD to come out. Like, literally, you have to.
I like that though, bruh.
No,
dude, I'm trying to tell you,
no.
In that time, you don't get a text message. You don't know anything. You get a page about.
You get word of mouth. You get like, hey,
you gotta stalk.
Check this out.
You gotta stop the CD store.
But you gotta be like in that person's camp to know. You know what I mean?
Not necessarily though. Not
yes,
necessarily.
You do, bro. The average person does not know. Unless I go to a record store or the CD store.
Like you had
I'm not gonna know you drop.
We talking about Illmatic, right?
Yes.
People in New York knew about Illmatic,
bro. Before it dropped.
Not before it dropped. Why do y'all want to know about the album before it drops?
I'm saying,
or like we want to be like we want to know what an artist is, or like where he's at, because like Nas, where he come from, you know what I mean? People probably knew about him, but like you had to be in that camp to understand that,
or in that scene to understand.
Y'all want to know about the music before it drops?
You want to like that? That's my. I think that's what social media has created for me now. Is this feeling of dang, I want to know just a little bit about what's to come next. Yeah. Because like especially when like new artists are about to come out, like you like was Nas dropping singles?
I'm saying
like you know what I mean. You ain't getting singles.
My thing is I don't like that because we hype it. That's what Dr. Dre is talking about. We overhype this shit. So by the time it drops, it's not as good as the snippets. And y'all know that.
Let's be real. If he had social media, he would use it.
Who, Dr. Dre?
Yes. If they had social media back in his prime, He would use it.
He
You know
would.
he would.
He never said he wouldn't use it. He's just saying he's not going to use it like today's artists.
But it's a 50-50 situation. Because like I said, there's advantages and there's disadvantages. So but say you're the new artist.
Mhm.
You don't have no foundation. You don't have no standing. So how really will people know about your drops, about when things are going to come out, about just your foundation in general? It's like
You got to be selling out the back of your trunk, bro. That's the only way they was doing it back then. You know what I mean?
I don't think he means to not use social media altogether. He's just saying how it has damaged the artist today.
It misses the mystique,
you know.
But
yeah.
Well, I think it should go. Like, I feel like it goes into like another topic of like oversaturation and like, is it okay to continue to drop? Because today I saw Comethazine's about to drop again.
Again? Wait, what?
What is it? Whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like I think he's dropping number 4 now, and I'm like, dude, you just dropped. I think he just dropped like a pandemic mixtape or some crazy junk. Like he just dropped something, and like artists like him, yo, you have to drop to survive.
Essentially,
really, like that's all you get is like, yo, I gotta drop to survive.
It depends.
And at a certain point, yo, how long are we gonna have a Comethazine? How long are we gonna have a Smoke Perp? How long are we gonna have a little?
I feel like
if they don't use social media to slightly stay relevant, and barely even that.
I feel like it's the greater the artist, the longer time you will wait in between. I feel like when you're fresh, I feel like you get to keep your music in people's ears. So I feel like the constant drops make more sense. But I feel like if I'm a well-established artist, I can take as long as I want to. But my fans are going to be there regardless of how long I take. Like,
I think it really depends on the quality of the music. And what kind of music are you making? Like a Drake, he can keep dropping just because his quality is not that high. Like he's making, TikTok music and type shit. Like he can drop. He can drop. He can drop again.
Damn.
Marlon.
Damn.
So you wasn't the one saying, hey, you wasn't the one saying, hey, I can't wait till you drop another album.
Yeah, but his thing, I could wait 3 years for a Drake album.
Nah, bro. That's not what you said, though.
But listen, because he announced it, I was ready. You can't do that.
No, I wasn't ready for that.
That's a well-established artist. And that was like 2 years before the last album.
Yeah, but nah, bro. He just dropped the demo, bro. He just dropped the demo.
That's the Lucy's. It's different. It ain't the same thing. Ain't the same thing.
Keep that.
Whatever, you listen to it just like everybody else did.
Of course.
Like, you can't talk if you download it. Like,
I'm gonna listen to it. Facts.
Wow.
I'm gonna listen to it.
How you hating it? How you hating and listening to music at the same time?
I'm just saying, don't drop immediately after you just drop. I don't need you to. I don't need 2 projects from Drake in 1 year.
I'm gonna keep dropping. You still gonna listen to it? I'm gonna keep dropping.
I'm gonna listen to it now because I got to.
Because I got to. There's this like people like Comethazine, Lil Pump, all those people. When they drop, it's like, dang, that's it. Like, no, perfect example is Blueface. Find the Beat did terrible.
Yeah.
When it dropped. I promise you we gonna get another tape from him in a month or 2 just because he's just trying to redeem himself because he's losing his wave, bro.
Yeah.
There's just this struggle and push to be like, yo, I gotta give people music because you're not making music that makes people want to keep coming back. So
that's
like,
it's
a scary thing. So look, Roddy Ricch, will he survive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Did you listen to that album?
But yeah, it was an amazing album because it was mixed by Ali. But how will he survive? Is he going to need to give us constant album drops?
No.
Or is he going to go into the lane of, yo, I can wait 2-3 years and he can still survive?
Yeah, he can wait.
He can survive just off of features. Because I feel like he has a style, he has a consistent sound that people are going to wait for.
Yes, he has that style, bro. It's unique.
Yes. People wait for it. People will wait for it.
Those other artists that you named, the Lil Pumps, the Little this and that, they don't have a style. They don't have a style. Yeah, so once they drop, I mean, it just goes into the wind.
I ain't listening to it.
Neither.
Yeah, like, I was like, yo, Roddy, like, I actually like him as an artist. And I was like, oh, this is kind of good. Like, this can actually continue on into other albums. Max maybe 5.
Cause, bro, he the rap Akon, bro. He's the rap
That's wild.
Akon, bro.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's it, bro.
Yo,
Akon had hits.
Good music
think
lasts. All that other
So
trash shit.
what about like the baby?
Gone.
What about the
To
baby?
be honest, he might be out of here.
You think
He's not out of here, bro. He's not out of here.
He's
bro.
out of here. He's out of here.
But I feel like the baby. I think that he needs that. I think he needed a gap.
Not even that. I feel like his music has now blended together. I feel like certain artists will keep dropping the same type of song, the same type of like format. That's literally what he's doing, and like he's overhyping it. But it's like, bro, you're not giving me nothing different. Like it's the same type of beat, same style of beat, and you're not rapping about nothing different. It's like I got no problem with that, but it's like, where's the change up? Like, where's that next jump in the artistry at? It ain't there yet. So if you gonna keep dropping the same stuff,
is with the baby, he has his own style of rap, so that's why it can last pretty long. It'll probably last for like another 5 years just based off that one flow alone. So
it'll last for his club music, but outside of that, it's like.
So I'm like, I felt like the baby could have survived, but now he's jumped into this lane of I gotta drop a couple, like back to back, and there's no need for that.
The art,
like you literally need that time to take that gap because you know what constant dropping did, whose career killed.
Who?
You already know who I'm about to say. Logic.
Shit, I know too.
I will say this as a former Logic fan.
Former,
bro.
Former.
He never allowed time for his music to grow. Never did. Literally never did. You gave us Under Pressure, a classic recreation of Good Kid, Mad City in your own words.
Yeah, chill with the classic. Chill with the classic, bro. Chill.
Yo,
listen,
Under Pressure was a
I was hurt.
classic.
It was good too. I love it.
It was a great album, but it was not a classic. It wasn't a classic.
It was for certain people.
That's classic.
It's a classic, bro.
Bro.
People said that was a classic.
That's a classic, bro.
That's all he got. He put his
Under Pressure
off that one album.
Bro, Under Pressure was a classic, and it was just a classic recreation of Good Kid, Mad City.
How can a recreation be a classic?
Bro, it's a classic.
How?
It was a classic. It was good.
It was a classic.
It's a copy.
It was good.
It's a copy.
It was the best copy it can go.
It was the best copy.
Like you're not gonna get another version of Good Kid, Mad City. Like that's the
What hits are on that? What hits are on that album?
You got Under Pressure. You got gang related, growing pains.
Was that on the radio?
Could have been. I don't know. I don't know what his market is.
That shit was not on the radio, bro. Stop playing with me.
Something off that album was on the radio, bro. I don't know what it was, but something was on there on the radio.
Hey,
but
whoever thinks that's a classic, hit me up because y'all wilding.
I can probably get 5 people.
Hit me.
It's a classic, bro. It's a classic. Anything after that was like Logic got into this role of dang, I gotta drop every year. You don't need to drop every year, especially as a lyrical artist, because like we felt like he was lyrical when we first heard it. We was like, okay, he's spitting. Let's go ahead, let's give him his time. That man should have waited 2 years in a gap to drop the next tape. That man
it was that and the art suffered. His art suffered. Like that's not the content. It's that peak thing. Like you could drop all the time, but if your content don't match, bro, like you just dropping for no reason. It's like we're not gonna listen to it after a while.
Yeah, he just messed up. It was like when Incredible True Story came out, it was like, okay, yeah, it's cool. We got another Logic project, and it wasn't like terrible. But then like then you gave me another one, less than 8 months later.
I dropped off so fast.
No, he gave us the mixtape. Then he gave us the album that had like the surprise J. Cole feature. It was like, bro, yo, it's not worth it anymore. And it still kept giving.
I tried to tell you back then too.
I was trying to ride with Logic for the longest.
Once he started talking about the whole mix, I mixed this, I mixed that. It went down.
I was like,
what? That man, Logic.
Chill, man, chill.
This man used to talk about shooting people, selling drugs to his daddy. Like, oh my god.
He really said that? I don't remember him saying that though.
Bro,
what did he say?
Remember, like Logic said something about like selling drugs to his daddy, and like I remember that. Like I was like, that's hard. Like listen.
I'm not.
He was talking about.
I don't think he did.
He used to be so black back in the day.
You're right.
Like, I missed it.
Logic picked his white side, bro. He was like, hey man, I got two sides.
And he started looking different. Like,
dude was looking like Lex Luthor, bro. Like he just went downhill, man, and then Joyner Lucas beef. It was just all bad because it was just the full reason why a lyrical rapper should not drop.
And the crazy thing, he was getting more fans. Like that's a wild part about it.
Yeah, because he went into he made every All Lives Matter album, and everybody hopped on it and loved it. It was like, oh my god, it's so good. And it was a song about suicide, and it was like, oh dang.
It was corny to me, bro. Sorry.
And it was very corny. Like it's a deep message, you know, like deep, quote unquote, but like it was not. It wasn't something that should have made him blow up. It whatever should have made him blow up should have been what was on his first on Under Pressure. All this other stuff, it was like, oh man, and then he felt like he had to continue that. And then he was like, oh, I gotta.
I like the Incredible Story though. The Incredible True Story. That one was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good album, but that right there, right before that was the turning point.
Yeah, everything else.
Try to tell Rasan it was trash. I told you to his face it was trash. I ain't listened to it, and he didn't want to believe me.
He was a true fan, though. He was a true fan. He was holding on
for a long time, though. I was
holding on all the way until what was that piece? The Bobby, whatever.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, not Bobby Tarantino. It was the other one. It was an album. It was an album where he was like holding the little the chart. Like he was arrested. I don't remember, bro. It was really bad. It was just really, really, really bad.
And he had that one.
He had the Wu-Tang Clan feature on there. He had all the Wu-Tang Clan members, and it was just like, yo, this is
way out of their prime.
Way out of their prime.
Yo, it was so bad because there was so many Wu-Tang Clan members at one time. It was all the members in Logic.
I'm trying to figure out how
Logic got washed. He got washed, and I forgot that Logic even said a verse in the whole song because there were so many members. It was like, yeah, I'm done here, man.
Have 16 people wash you on your own song. That's kind of wild.
So you think that in the end of all this, in the end of that whole piece, so some artists should drop often, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
because that's the lane that they've kind of carved for themselves because of the music they've created.
Like if you just came out, you need to be dropping like two projects a year at least. At least. But so if you are well established, go ahead.
So do you think that Yachty we should be dropping constantly, or we should just stop altogether?
Man, he had his window,
that's 50-50.
He had his window. It's over.
He missed his window.
It's over with.
That first album hurt him bad.
It's over with.
There was a comment on our Instagram story that had said, "Yo, it's not 2016, bro. We don't need Yachty."
It's not.
I know.
And I'm like, I feel that like the new song just came out, and like for Lil Boat 3, and it was good. It was pretty good.
It was good.
I'm not gonna cap. I like the beat. It was nice.
It was good.
It was nice. I can't cap. I'm not even gonna cap.
I watched it like a couple times. It was good.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the video, but like Ben.
What?
I didn't watch the video. I just listened to the song. Ben was saying earlier to me before we started, he was like, "Yo, Yachty don't be saying that."
He don't. But it's.
That man said, what did he say, Ra? He was like, I'm going to ride the beat till it's over. I was like, pause, bro. Pause.
Hey, you going to ride that beat, I guess.
Hey, man, I kind of found, I don't know, the beat was riding kind of cool, and I was like, yo, that kind of sounded kind of hard with it.
I love the effort.
Yeah, he be trying
like
from
really
time to time.
Like He do be trying.
He be trying. That's why I don't want to write him completely off because I feel like he really be like he's shown growth as an artist over time.
But you waited like 4-5 years to show growth.
That's for real. Like what are we talking about,
bro? I was deep in high school. Like last time I heard like some real music by you.
Yeah, I hope that this Little Boat 3 is going to be decent. I really don't want no singing.
What?
I don't want. Bro, I hate Yachty singing. He can't sing.
It's the best. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's the best.
It's the best. He just can't sing. But, I want Little Boat.
But nobody can really sing though. Like the auto-tune make it so much better. Like
the auto-tune makes him so much worse.
I'm not looking forward to it. So, hey, if it sounds good, that'll be great. But I know it's probably gonna be some dumpster trash. So
it's gonna be some mid, just like everything else. So
garbage
coming out.
It's gonna be some garbage juice for real.
Man. He's gonna do something right for us.
He said for us, for you, nigga.
Shoot, man.
But let's get out of here, man. Let me go ahead and do the plug, man. Before we end, I want to give a quick shout out to Milosh all the way in Serbia. And we want to say thank you to everyone who's constantly sharing our podcast, man. We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate it.
From the bottom of our hearts.
Sometimes.
Very bottom.
We post twice a week, everybody. That's on Tuesdays and Friday nights. Currently, this podcast is on all streaming services. That's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
We official. We so official.
If you prefer watching us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Don't just watch the video and not
like
subscribe.
Our videos,
you gotta subscribe.
Please.
Leave a comment if you agree or disagree. Like that shit, man. Get the likes up. Our Instagram and Twitter is the Realmatic Pod. If you like to send us any fan mail questions, or maybe you're interested in coming on a pod one day, or any other business inquiries, feel free to send an email to the realmaticpodcast@gmail.com. And if for whatever reason you catch amnesia and can't remember what I said, you can find us on the official website, therealmaticpod.com. The links will also be in the description of this video. And we out,
Let's
man.
Go. This man been so professional. Look at him.
Man, you gotta get it right.
All right, y'all. We good. We out. We good. Sure. Join us back for next time, man. Realmatic Podcast.
Realmatic.
Marlon, you gotta say it too, or it ain't working. Marlon, say it.
Realmatic Podcast.
Thank you. We out.
Realmatic Podcast.